Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today we are going to be testing out some new makeup bits. So first I want to just say please excuse my Quasimodo eye. I've had this for about a week now and it is just a style, so it's not anything too crazy, but it's just not getting any better. So when I do use an eye product today, I'm just going to be using it on one side, because if I do it here, obviously it's going to make it worse. But yeah, we have a couple of new bits today. I've got stuff by Maybelline, I've got stuff by W7, Arttitude Cosmetics, a really great indie brand I love. I don't have a complete full face just because I haven't really picked up a lot recently, and there's a couple of bits here that I just wanted to use. So we're going to go in first with Maybelline, and we have one of their new foundations. So this is their Super Stay foundation, which I'm guessing like the Super Stay is a range that they've had for a really long time, because I know a lot of their other foundations are named Super Stay, but this is the matte foundation. This is the 30 hours of having a foundation on. I don't think I ever could. Never. Especially like with my skin, like it needs to breathe, it needs hydration, it constantly needs to have like something going on. But yeah, today I thought I would try this one because it's been on Beauty Bay for a while and I was going to pick it up, but then I saw it in, did I see it in Superdry? No, I saw it in Boots, and I thought, you know what, it's here, I'm just going to pick it up, and it's like $12.99, which is pretty good. I got the shade 098, so I'm going to do one side with a brush, one side with a sponge, and the sponge I have is by Arttitude Cosmetics, because one of the items that I'm using today is part of their new collection, and during the TikTok shop they kindly gave me a little gift, which is their new sponge. So I'm going to start off with the brush first, and we're just going to take a couple of pumps. I would say a couple. I'm going to start off with maybe one, like three. It's a bit of a liquidy one, so I'm just using my Melt Cosmetics brush because I love this brush. It's a really nice strong stippling brush, so we're just going to blend it in. And it's been a while since I've tried like a new foundation, and underneath I have a ELF moisturizer that I completely forgot that I had, so I'm just using this to kind of hydrate my skin because it is very warm outside. I don't have a new primer, and I just wanted to kind of get my skin awake to test this out. It's not going to be like a long wear test because I'm not going out afterwards. I'm not doing anything apart from just laying on the sofa, but I just wanted to see how it works. So I'm just going to start blending this in, and shade wise I did good, because I feel like whenever I try and shade match myself, I never do a good job. It is slightly a bit pale, but that's not the end of the world, because I'm going to be mixing it with a blush, so I kind of just, I'll look slightly human. But first impression, this is going on so nicely. I've only ever kind of had positive thoughts about Maybelline foundations because they just do some really, really nice ones. I mean, not that I've tried every single foundation that they've come out with, but it's, you know, commonly known that they do some really nice complexion products. So that was the one side, and I think it looks really, really nice. I think it kind of looks just normal. It looks natural. It doesn't look too cakey. It doesn't look too anything. So I'm going to go in now with this one, and I'm just going to take one little pump, because sometimes sponges, I know they kind of take up a product, but I just want to see how it works. And we're just going to blend it in. I'm going to add some more because I kind of went a bit light-handed. And there is another foundation that I purchased, which was the new Urban Decay one, but I am going to be doing a separate video for that, just because I've been waiting a really long time for that one to come out, and now that it's finally here, I'm going to be able to use it. So this one, it's been on Beauty Bay for a while, and I was kind of umming and ahhing to get it or not, but then I was just kind of like, it's fine. I have so many foundations at the moment, and if it kind of goes down in price or anything, not that $12.99 is expensive for a foundation, especially you do get quite a generous amount in here. I procrastinate. Most of the things in my life is procrastination, so hence why me kind of not buying this any earlier, even though I really wanted to. But this side, I feel like cover-wise, it's not giving me as much as the side with the brush. So I think for once, not for once, but for today, I feel like maybe the brush wins because it's just giving me a lot more coverage. So if you kind of compare each side, you can definitely tell this is a bit more lighter. This is definitely a bit more heavier in coverage. And either way, I think it looks really nice. It hasn't oxidized and it hasn't kind of gone a completely different shade. Because again, when I don't like check out the shades, I kind of go a bit, it's either too light or it'll be completely orange on me. But I think so far, this is kind of, yeah, this is really nice. Again, I love matte foundations because I feel like for me they will just it's just do what I need. I'm not the biggest fan of like dewy foundations and looking sweaty. I just kind of like to look like I have like a normal plain canvas. So we're going to go on to blush, and we got W7. So this is the Cheeky Dip. I've had this for such a long time. Every time I film a video when I'm trying out new products, a blush always takes over because, I mean, W7 are obviously a really big, well-known brand. I just feel like when I am comparing it to like any other blush that I've used recently, this is not as important. But yeah, this is their Cheeky Dip, and this is in the shade Lustful. I got this from the beauty outlet, and I believe it was about £4, something like that, not too crazy. But this is quite reminiscent of the She Glam um, foundation, the She Glam blush. So you've got that kind of sponge feel to it. They've recently come out with some bronzers, which again look fine. So I'm gonna just kind of tap this on and just gonna blend it in with my sponge and see how it goes. I didn't realize this was such a light shade. It looks much, well, when I got it, I thought it was slightly deeper than it is. So it's probably not going to show up on my face. Or just add a bit more, that's fine. Because with me, blush is, there is no limit, basically. So I'm just going to add a tad bit more. It's just disappearing. I don't know if it's because of the sponge. It's kind of taking up the product, and the only other brush I've got on me is my foundation one. But you know what? I'm going to leave it like this. So I haven't tapped it in too much, but then I don't want to add like a whole cake amount on my face. But it's nice. It's not my kind of typical shade. It's just, it's fine. I mean, I feel like this brush is about to fall off because it's kind of falling off, but I would say I prefer the She Glam ones just because they are a bit more pigmented. Like this one is still quite pigmented, but it's not, it doesn't have a lot to it. So let's go on to the eyes, or eye, as I'm going to say, and I'm going to go in with my loose pigment by Arttitude Cosmetics. So as I mentioned, they are an indie brand that I have liked for quite a while. They've recently come out with a new collection, which is their Metamorphosis or Metamorph collection. And so with this collection, they have a brand new eyeshadow palette, which is definitely on my to purchase list. But because obviously I have a lot going on right now, I can't really just fork out like £42 on an eyeshadow palette, even though I have been accumulating things here and there. But anyway, but yeah, with this collection, they came out with also like two or three highlighters, some eye pigments, some lashes, and some brushes. So also you can use the code family10 for 10% off. It's not an affiliate, it was literally just listed on here. And yeah, I have used their products before and I really love their Mania palette. It was one of the most beautiful green palettes I've ever used. But today we are going to use an eye pigment. I have used the eye pigments before when I got the shade Nymph, and I'm basically going to go off camera and put on an eye base because it's not really going to show up if I just have a normal lid. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I now look pretty stupid, but again, yeah, I just did one eye and I used the Glam Light and Kiss black stage makeup base, and to be honest, this is not the best like kind of eye base because it's slightly patchy, but I mean it's not my favorite thing in the collection, but to be honest it will do. And I don't really have a black kind of like P. Louise one, I just have like plain one. But yeah, this is the shade Nymph, and this has got kind of like a purple speck fleck to it, so I'm gonna obviously go in with this, and I'm very excited because the ones that I've used in the past have been absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to use a very small brush and just dip it in. Hopefully it will not fly away because I obviously have my fan on because of the heat. But yeah, let's give this a go. Oh yes, okay. So we've got a blue, purple kind of speck to it. I'm not sure if there's any other shades that kind of, when I move around, I know I've gone like really over the top with this compared to everything, but I really wanted to give this a go with like a black base because again I know it might not show up just kind of by itself. Oh, that is stunning. Oh my god. Yeah, I definitely see, I mean, when I've got kind of like, when I'm just looking, the normal base around it is blue, and then it's got some like purple specks to it, which is stunning. And I'm pretty sure they've come out with about 3 shades, and they are, I can't remember how much it was. I got it on TikTok. I think on TikTok shop I got like a discount, like when you get discount vouchers and stuff like that, which I used towards it, and it was, yeah, just a couple of quid less. But oh my god, that is stunning. And I know I look completely stupid because it does not look like I look weird with this whole kind of just one side, but yeah, that is freaking cool. That is really, really cool. Next time I go to a gig, which is probably not going to be anytime soon, but you know, if I'm doing anything that's like crazy extravagant, I'll definitely be using this. So we're going to end on the lips today, and I don't necessarily have like a lipstick or anything. I've got kind of like a lip balm. So this is by the Inky list. I've wanted to try this for ages, but this is the Tripeptide Plumping Lip Balm, and I got mocha. So I've been wanting to try this. Yeah, like the original one I wanted to try, and then when I saw that they came out with some multiple different ones, I picked this one up. And yeah, I am just going to use a brush because I'm not very good with putting on, like, especially with this type of applicator. So I'm just going to put it on here. The first part was a bit of oil, so that's not okay. So that is the product itself. Okay, so just off the bat, it's just basically a standard lip balm. I don't feel anything plumping at the moment. I don't know if it's because I've literally just put it on and it's not doing anything right now, but it's fine. I mean, it seems very, very hydrating. I just hope it lasts for a while because my lips do get dry very quickly. And yeah, I think it's just, yeah, it's gonna, within 2 weeks, it will make everything look amazing on my lips. But this is my finished look. I know I don't have many products to try today, but again, we're kind of accumulating things every so often, but that is probably going to stop very soon. And yes, it's a bit of a extravagant look with the eyes today, but you know what, might as well. So yeah, everything as a whole, I mean, the foundation is super duper nice. I really like this foundation, and when I have issues at the top of my lip, everything starts to separate, but this has not done that so far. So far that's a winner. The blush is fine. It's just too light for me. So I feel like if I do want anything that's kind of like natural and a bit softer, which is not always my kind of thing, then yeah, I'll go in with something like this. The eye pigment, absolutely stunning. I mean, that's so great. And then the lip balm is a very nice lip balm. It costs £11 for a lip balm, but we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it will be very, very hydrating. Let me know if you've picked up any of these products, what you think of them, you like them, you don't like them. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there, and appreciate you sitting down, listening to me ramble on. I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.